If you're like many people right now, then you would like to start working out and get in shape, but with so much BS everywhere right now, then how would you possibly know where to start? Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to offer you a simple, effective, and no BS guide to starting your fitness journey. Now, the most important thing you need to do is, well, start. Simply get in the gym, or if you're at home, grab your dumbbells and just do what you know. However, you probably want a little bit more direction than that, so watch the rest of this video and I'll give you lots of tips to get started and even your own routine that's catered specifically to you. There's a lot I won't be covering in this video because my goal right now is to just get you started as soon as possible. There may be other details and specifics that you can learn later, but this is just the basics to get you started. Now, the first thing you need to consider is what's your actual goal here. You'll typically fall into one of three categories: weight/fat loss, muscle gain, and strength gain. Now that you know what your goal is, the two things that you need to cater towards your goal is going to be your workout routine and your diet plan. If you don't care about diet and you only want to look at the workouts, then skip to this point in the video right here. But otherwise, we'll get started talking about what your diet plan should look like starting out. Now, to lose weight, the only thing that really matters is how many calories you eat. It's as simple as that. Calories in versus calories out. And to build muscle, the only thing that you really need to worry about is your protein intake. You need to eat enough grams of protein every day to increase your muscle mass over time. However, this all being said, my recommendation for you when you're just starting is to not actually count your calories or your protein intake. Instead, just start off by being mindful of the things that you eat. So read your food labels and make small decisions towards your goal. If you want to lose weight, then eat a little less than you normally would. You can think to yourself, do you really need like that extra snack or whatever? But honestly, cutting down on sodas and candies and anything with lots of sugar will make more of an effect than you might think. And just be mindful and avoid foods that have lots of calories in them. Now, if you want to gain strength or muscle mass, then you need to be focusing on protein. And you also need to be eating enough calories in your day to grow. I recommend find some foods that you like that have lots of protein and eat one of those with every meal. I'd say about 30 grams of protein in one meal is a pretty decent amount. Now, with that out of the way, we can get to the exciting stuff, hitting the gym. Or your own home. Of course, I always recommend that you start with whatever you're used to and comfortable with, but if you want some guidance, here's my recommendation. I would start by working out 2 days a week, 1 day for your upper body and 1 day for your lower body. You don't have to do it this way, but this is just what I recommend for most beginners. Your upper body day should involve a push exercise and a pull exercise. Now, based on your equipment, strength, and experiences, you've got a few different options here. For push, you can do a bench press, a pretty standard, solid option. The basic push-ups, you can do dips or overhead presses. And now for pull, you can do the standard pull-ups, some lat pull-downs, rows, or face pulls. Now for leg day, I think you should always do some sort of challenging squat variation. This could be barbell squats, dumbbell squats, or resistance band squats are also good options. And if you're into calisthenics, you've got some options too. Chair squats, which are on the easier side, regular bodyweight squats, which are moderate difficulty, or pistol squats, which are very difficult. Do whichever one is really challenging at 15 reps. After your squat variation, I would pick 2 of the following to also do on your leg day. You can do some calf raises, leg curls, deadlifts, but maybe not that one if you're a beginner, lunges, or leg presses. You can simply just look up those names, find whichever exercises you like, and I would do 3 sets of each exercise. Now, you also need to be challenged for every exercise you do, so I would say if you're capable of doing more than 20 reps, then it's too easy and you need to either add weight or do a harder version of that exercise. And you always want to come close to failure with every set that you do. And what failure means is that you, no matter what, could not possibly do 1 more repetition of that exercise. Now, when you're starting out, I don't recommend going all the way to failure for any exercise, and you probably won't get there anyway, but you need to come close to actually make any improvements. And I've got just a few more notes before we end this video. I would say you need to rest at least 2 minutes or whatever feels comfortable in between each set that you do. And this one's really important. If anything at all is painful, stop what you're doing and try and figure out how you can do it better. There should never be any actual pain, only that like light discomfort feeling in your muscles from the exercise. Also, you should always be increasing your weight, difficulty, or the amount of repetitions that you do for any given exercise throughout time. This is something called progressive overload, which just means making it more difficult over time so that you get stronger and stronger over time. Now, this one may just seem like a plug because I create fitness content, but there's lots of creators out there that make genuinely good content that will give you great information and help you improve on the little things that you might be doing wrong, or give you other ideas that you might want to try out. So I recommend you watch some of those. I'll link some channels down below for creators that I think give you genuinely good information that can be helpful to you. And lastly, this is probably the hardest one of all, but stay motivated. If something's got you down, just remember your goals. Remember you deserve to take care of yourself. Remember we all have bad days, and remember to pick yourself back up every time. I believe in you. Now, here's a quick recap of everything that we went through because I know it can be a lot to keep track of. First of all, what's your goal? If you want to lose weight, then eat fewer calories, mostly sodas and desserts. If you want to build muscle, eat protein. You should work out twice a week. Do a push and a pull exercise for your upper body day, and do squats with some extra exercises for your lower body day. Remember to challenge yourself, and most importantly, remember to stay safe. That's going to be about it this time. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, then like it, and thanks for stopping by.